Okay, Wonder Week continues with Wonder Woman 1975, or as it's called more commonly, the new original Wonder Woman. And this was to distinguish itself from the previous one, Wonder Woman 74. Um, this Wonder Woman is, this Wonder Woman was more traditional Wonder Woman, with the tiara and the lasso and the, yeah. And obviously, I did watch the Lynda Carter TV series, but I've never seen this movie that she's in. And I loved it, obviously. Um, Now, I don't have much footage because I simply couldn't find any. So, I at least got those sweet ass credits, though. I don't know what that was, but roll the credits.
Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman. All the world's waiting for you and the power you possess. In your satin tights, fighting for your rights, and the old red, white, and blue. Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman. Now the world is ready for you and the wonders you can do.
Wonder Woman. That sounds almost exactly like the theme they were going to use for the TV show. It's slightly different. But I like that opening. And imagine my surprise when I see Red Buttons is in this. And Cloris Leachman. Okay. Red Buttons, if you don't know, he was a comedian, a big comedian. And he's in this as surprise, surprise, a casting, I want to say casting director, but basically like a movie agent kind of thing. And because he witnesses Wonder Woman doing her thing with her, and he's like, we can make money. And she's like, I guess I need money. And so they do, one time only. She tries to leave, and he tries to kill her. Doesn't go over well, and he's with the Nazis. Oh yes, Wonder Woman fights Nazis. I knew Superman did, because that's about like I do when it comes to Superman. Wonder Woman, I don't know a lot about, though I should have known she fought Nazis. Like she's just as symbiotic to the red, white, and blue as Superman is. Like so, I should have put that together. I did not. When I was watching this, I saw an episode in my recommended where it said Nazi Wonder Woman or something. I'm like, that sounds interesting. I might want to watch that. You know. But yeah. So, oh, and at least Red Buttons offers to split the profits right down the middle, which, you know, how very forward thinking of him. That's a whole thing today. But of course, he tries to rob her, obviously. But you know, and then Cloris Leachman is I could never ever pronounce Wonder Woman's mother's name. Uh, so I'm going to say Wonder Woman's mother. Like yeah, Cloris Leachman plays in Amazon. Okay, like yeah, I was very surprised because I forgot that Cloris Leachman back in the day in the '70s. Yeah, you know, like I used to watch the old episodes of Mary Tyler Moore, so it's like I think I said this, but damn, Cloris Leachman, you know, and they go over her origins obviously, like more so than what the previous movie did. They got like one scene in the previous movie. This movie, you spend a good 40 minutes in Themyscira, I'm sorry, Paradise Island. That's before the change. Like there were a number of changes because in the previous one, she was a spy with good facets. That's like in the comics of the '60s. Well, they changed that going into the '70s because fans were like, "What the fuck is this? That's not Wonder Woman." But there are some defenders. That's cool. And so they decided to change it back to this version of Wonder Woman, the one we all know. So you got with the trials and all that, and yeah, 40 minutes just zoomed on by. This movie's actually like 10 minutes longer than the previous one, it felt like it was 10 minutes shorter. Like it was such an easy watch. Maybe because I'm already a fan of this one from watching a TV show, or maybe because it's just an actual superhero TV show, or maybe it's because it wasn't boring. It didn't drag on like the previous one as much as I liked it, you know. And you see the suit right after the trials. Like she puts it on. I don't have the footage, but yeah. And her mother's like, "I made that special for you," you know. And it was her mother really who, if I remember this correctly, was responsible for allegedly responsible for the '60s and all that. Like she like took her memories away and all that, good old fashioned knock on the head. But didn't realize, oh no, what have I done? She's not living her own life, so she gave her back her memories, selected ones, and gave her back the suit and all that. And Wonder Woman is as she is today. So yeah. And back then, the mascara was called Paradise Island. This is before they changed it for whatever reason. I can think of why. Oh yeah, because uh, look, we all know Lynda Carter is extremely beautiful to say the least. Okay, and so Paradise Island, yeah, yeah, they got the Amazons running down the beach Baywatch style. I'm like, okay, now they're running because Steve Trevor crash landed there. And that's who that was, the boss in the previous movie, Steve Trevor. I didn't make the, as I said, sometimes it just drug on. But this one, like that was him, that's Steve Trevor. And so yeah, and the sexualization of this Wonder Woman I never got until I watched this movie because everybody's like, well, look at she's over sexual. I'm like, how? That's the actual suit she's wearing. Like, what? And I'm watching and like she's like, in the previous movie there's a scene with her walking down the street and men and women can't help but look at her. Well, there's one in this one too. Only both men and women can help not only to look at her but to follow her down the street. You can't do that. Like, okay, like, wow. So yeah, and this time around, but I'm gonna assume you know how Linda Carter is as Wonder Woman. It's still different here in this movie. There's slight differences, but this ain't one of them. She is still awesome, Like she's fighting this one girl, Marsha, and as they said her name a lot, and all I could hear was Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. But she's fighting this one woman, Marsha, who's a judo black belt, what have you, and they fuck shit up, like busted windows, throwing each other through. It is awesome. It's awesome. It's action packed. It's funny. It's kind of sexy. It's all those things. It's just I loved it. Like, and they actually showed the shit too. Not like the previous way where they would cut to the camera to like right here where somebody got shot or here somebody would be out. No, they showed it here. So yeah, this is the Wonder Woman that we all know. Like I said before, and I loved it. I really did. It's an A, all the way A plus. Fuck that, A plus. Yeah, this one was quick. Couldn't find the footage, and Monday Night Raw is about to come on in a couple minutes. So yeah, and I forgot to mention that in the previous movie they talk about that invisible jet, which I've always thought was dumb. Well, it's actually in this one, and it's so dumb. It's so dumb, and that I actually found footage of that. So yeah, like I get that was a thing, but they retconned it. She can fucking fly now. Why? Now, I don't know if this was before or after that retcon. If it was before, then okay. I don't know how they get it, but if it was after, why? Like, are you going to overkill trying to make up for a previous movie? It wasn't that bad, okay? Also, yeah, Wonder Woman shirt right here. Not the next one, no. This one is. Also, um, while Kathy Lee Crosby is the OG Wonder Woman, there does exist some test footage of her, of not her, of someone else's Wonder Woman from 1967, made by the same dude who made the Adam West Batman from the 60s. So it's very much campy as hell, like that, only painful as hell to watch. Like, even back then, they're like, oh, this is fucking terrible. It's only 5 minutes of footage. It felt like 50 minutes. Ugh. It's on YouTube, by the way. If I do Amazon, I'm talk about that too. So, yeah.